Hey bag ladies, it's me Michelle here, and I've not made one of these type of videos for an incredibly long time, and I kind of feel like I want to because I get a lot of questions from people asking me what's going on with my diet and what's going on with me and why I've been quite so quiet on YouTube recently. And do you know what? Let's have a bit of a chinwag and let me explain it all to you. So first off, let me start by saying that my diet has merrily disappeared over the last 8 weeks. That's the problem with school holidays. Any form of planning just goes out the window. I, health-wise, this year have been in pretty bad health, and I'll get onto that in a minute. You'd think that I would go, when I eat properly, I feel better. I should eat properly and then I'll feel better. But what I do is go, eating poorly makes me feel better. I'll eat poorly and then I'll regret it afterwards. And that's not good. So part of me is trying to work out where I need to go next. But before I do that, I've got to get something particularly nasty out of the way first. I've had tremendous trouble with my teeth this year. I am not a particularly avid fan of the dentist, let's put it that way. And I am one of those people that puts something off in the short term which needs to be done, which is going to be detrimental in the long term. So I've been putting off certain work on my teeth for various reasons, and it's accumulated in this year in me having several infections in my mouth and my gums, and it's been horrible, and I've not wanted to eat, and when I do eat, I eat crap. Long of the short of it is that I went to a hospital dentist this last week, and they basically said that I've had an underlying infection in my gums and underneath my teeth probably for about 8-9 months, and that would explain why I am constantly tired, constantly feeling not great, always with the headache, just awful. So I've got to have some pretty extensive dental work done, and I'm having that done at the end of October. So there is part of me that doesn't want to engage in anything new, diet or exercise wise, until I've got that done, because then if I've got it done, I can kind of take a deep breath and fully commit to whatever it is I'm doing. There is another part of me that's like, I'm staring over the abyss, and the abyss is full of crap food. And I either have the option of jumping in it to swim to the other side, or walking around the long way and avoiding it. And that's a really rubbish analogy, but you know. I get a lot of questions about why I have stopped doing Slimming World, and I'm in two very separate minds about Slimming World. I lose weight when I do Slimming World. I lose weight when I do Slimming World religiously, and I follow it to the absolute letter. It has not taught me anything about my relationship with food, and I'm going to say that out loud. Going on a diet where they effectively tell you that you can eat anything you want in vast quantities of a certain thing, I don't believe is healthy for my own mental attitude, because it makes other things verboten and tempting, and I get, for want of a better word, arsey about the fact that I'm not allowed them, and then I cheat. And I hate that idea that food has to become evil and a sin and cheat, and all that's happened is that when I've fallen off the wagon, I've like gone for it big style. The other side of it is that when I lost all of that weight, and I felt really great about losing that weight, and then I got to a plateau, and I know a lot of Slimming World members do this. They get to a plateau around 2-3 stone down, and they can't shift the weight, and then they put it back on, and then they go, and they just do this continually. And I was paying £5 a week to go see somebody to tell me that I was gaining weight, and it wasn't motivating me, and it wasn't working. So I don't know where I go from here. A lot of people have recommended the keto diet to me because I have polycystic ovaries, and it's supposed to be very good for that. My doctor's put me on a new medication for that, and that's had its own side effects, and I feel terrible on it. So I'm just not feeling the healthiest person I can be right now. And I'm not sure what the moral of that is. But that's where we are now. I'm not feeling great. And it's probably coming across in everything I do. It's probably coming across in my social media. It's definitely coming across in other things. Things that are going great at the moment are my new job, and the kids have all started school and they're all loving life, and we live in this wonderful house now, and there are a lot of things in my life that I'm very blessed about and I'm very fortunate about and I'm very happy. My health, my weight, and how I feel about myself mentally at the moment are pretty rubbish. So I need to think of something to make me happier, and I don't quite know what that is right now. Whether it is that I need to devote a certain amount of time every day to doing some exercise and getting outside into the real world with three-dimensional people, or if I do need to join another slimming club like Weight Watchers or something like that, or I just need to stop eating chocolate and enjoy eating healthier food. It's just difficult, and I don't quite know where to go. I'm a little bit lost. And my hair's disgusting. My hair's disgusting. I don't know. I think that's what I'll title this video. How'd you spell that? Is that with like 5 F's? I don't know. I'll tell you one thing that completely lifted me, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's important that when you guys approach people like me who are on YouTube and Instagram, I want you guys to know that the things you say to us absolutely affect us in a positive way. It's not all, oh, negative. I'm not a negative Nelly, but it really, it was something that really touched me deep inside. What song is that from? So I'd come home from work. As I've said before, I work somewhere where I work very long shifts, and I was in my PJs and it was evening, and I was doing an online training course for my work, and I was eating chocolate and I had no makeup on and my hair was in a messy bun, and my phone went and it was Amber from The Sensible Mama. Now, if you don't know about Amber, Amber runs this amazing store in America called thesensible-mama.com, and they sell baby stuff. But she's much more than that. She leads a wonderful group of women in a chat room called Sensible Mama Chatterama, and it's all about respect and self-love and loving each other and giving back what you put out into the universe, and it's a wonderfully lovely, life-affirming place to be, and I love being part of that group of women. Although I'm not active on the group every single day, I consider myself to be somebody who's very part of that group, even though I'm thousands of miles away. And Amber had a get-together over in Atlanta, and I would have loved to have come, but in all practicality, me flying to Atlanta with 3 children, it's going to cost me like $5,000, and I don't have that money. I would pay it if I had it, but I didn't have it. My phone went, and it was Amber, because we are friends, and she was asking if it was possible if I would FaceTime to be part of the meet and greet, as it were. And I was like, of course I will. I'll just make myself look human. Made myself look human. And she passed me around, and I talked to about 3 or 4 women, and all of them were amazing and lovely. And it wasn't about an ego boost. It was about putting a profile picture and a name to a face and a person and a baby and a husband, and I felt just so part of it. And it was so lovely to know that the videos I'd made in the past and the content I'd pumped out in the past had affected somebody thousands of miles away when they were cleaning their kitchen or when they were putting their baby to sleep. That there's a toddler in America that watches my videos and laughs at them. And that's just, it's really hard to describe. It isn't ego boosting. I need to point this out. This isn't, I wasn't expecting to speak to these women and they'd be like, oh my God, Michelle, you're amazing. I don't react very well to that. But for them to say, we love you and love your attitude, and it was just so touching. And one of the ladies, and you please have to forgive me if you're watching this, I cannot remember who it said it, said, just make videos of you loading the dishwasher. I'd watch it. So maybe that's what I'm going to do now. maybe I should make dishwasher loading videos. I don't know. It was such a sweet thing to say, and it made me feel like, do you know what? It's not all about numbers. It's not all about algorithms. It's not all about YouTube demonetizing me. It's about that connection, that human connection with people. And oh, it was just so lovely. And I hung up and I went to bed that night and I was like, I make a difference to somebody. And being one of those types of people that likes to make a difference to people's lives, it was like honey to the bee. It was an amazing thing. So thank you, Amber. Thank you, members of Sensible Mama Chatterama. That's made me feel very, 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 very lovely. Oh, the irony. So, next steps. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what my next steps are. Whether I make dishwasher videos, maybe I go back and make the Chub Club videos and motivate myself to lose a bit of weight. Maybe I just need to find what my life's passion is to get myself happy. I'll get back to you on it. I'm a work in progress. And on that note, I need to go pick some children up from school. See you all later. Bye.